Welcome back to my channel, guys. Just letting you guys know that I'm trying to be consistent in all this, and I'm sorry if I let some details go off because, again, I'm trying to do this again. I don't edit my videos, so you know, that's something I need to learn, but I haven't been so good at it. And number two, I need someone to help me how to online shop without the paranoia if someone's gonna steal my Visa card number, because that has happened before, and I'm totally nervous to even use my online shopping cart. I'm like totally old school. Go into the supermarket, that's what I need, that's what I buy. And then I have a friend over there saying that, girl, you bought that for $60? I just found it online at wish.com for $7. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so bad at going online shopping. But anyways, long story short, you can point it out to teach me how to do things risk-free. That's what I'm asking for. Risk-free. I want money get back guarantee in case it doesn't work and if it doesn't get shipped to my front door. Anyways, so since we're here today, I felt like it's a great day to talk about self-love. I know it seems so cliche. It seems like something that everybody talks about, but I really mean, I feel like I need this. It's like a pep talk to myself. So if you guys kind of get into it, awesome. If you don't, I'm sorry, you know? But anyways, the reason why I'm talking about self-love is because it's taken a long time for me to kind of look in the mirror and say, this is who I am, and I'm happy. I'm grateful for having what I have, being who I am, and enjoying life to the potential gainings. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you guys a quick background story of who I am. So for those who don't know who I am, I'm Anna, and I'm going around teaching people or trying to spread the love, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to be in a place or in a world that's so negative, especially when you turn on the TV and you see that there's so much corruption, so much hatred, division, number one, that I feel like that really needs to be, that's unnecessary, especially when it comes to racism, when it comes to political division, religion, division. I don't understand that, but I mean, if we can all be as one people right now, to understand that we all have issues. It doesn't matter what place we find ourselves in. Each person in this world has a problem, either a problem of self-esteem, a problem of economy, a problem with the government, I don't know what it is, but a problem with everything. And I feel like if we can all understand that we are all human beings, we all have feelings, and we have expectations to be met, you know, or needs to be met. Because if we continue believing or thinking that people's lives are just perfect, that is a huge illusion that needs to be removed from our heads. So just pluck it out and throw it out. The reason why I say that is because I feel like, especially in the first world, I don't even explain it. I'm from Canada, so like I can't complain. I think where I live is beautiful, and I totally love the integrity, the way that we are. You know, we're very open arms. Let's do this. Like we're very liberated. You know what I mean? But the thing that I feel like, especially even when I went to college and I realized that I wasn't alone in this, there's a whole heap of depression. And I feel like, I don't know if it's because we're so privileged, or is it because there really is a deeper meaning into this. But I mean, gratefulness and self-love goes a long way. And why I say this is because maybe about 3 years ago, I went through a huge problem where I had to really understand what it meant to be loving myself. And why I say this, because before I got married, before of being with the spouse that I am today, which I'm super grateful for him, I was left at the altar. I was a person that was always rejected. I was always chosen, picked last. And it could be because of my size, because I'm a full girl, okay? So I can't even tell you the discrimination I even got when I went to workplaces, when I went to apply for that new job, when I went and started looking, or in this case, when I was in college, going to different groups, and especially how I was, which was funny. I was like a fish outside of the pond because I was taking a rec course, and everybody there was like, "Yeah, let's go to the gym, let's do this." Like, and I'm just like, I don't like that. You know what I mean? But I was there, and I tried my best. Unfortunately, with all the circumstances that happened at that time, I had to let that go. I went through a huge epiphany. You know what I mean? It's like when you realize, like, where do I belong? Where should I be at this point? Oh my gosh, I'm 23 years old. Where should I be? I should already have my diploma. I should be saving up. I should have already paid my student loan, and I'm debt, and the whole, like, what's gonna be next, and am I gonna deadbeat job? It's like dead end, and my home was kind of like looking kind of ruggedy, but like, well, should I have more? And it just went down to a point where I said, it's my fault. This is just the life I was meant to be. This is the life where I should be. Why fight it? Let's just remain, like, let's just keep it cool. I got my friends, family loves me. Now that I have a husband who cares about me, I'm comfortable. But there's one deal, that every day that I woke up, I was unhappy. And I don't think I'm the only person that wakes up in the morning and feels unfulfilled, or in this case, feels like they're missing out. So I feel like this video goes out for you guys that realize that in the midst of chaos, in the midst of self-identity, you realize that you are loved. So that's the first thing. I feel like the first thing I need to show people is that you are loved. You tell me, Anna, but who loved me? Like, I have nothing to give. That's the most amazing part. That love is freely given. You don't have to do anything for it. And I feel like the moment that you start loving yourself, and you see yourself, what can I do to love myself? What is it that makes me happy? You know what I mean? Right now, like, if you guys could see, I love my hair right now. Believe it or not, this is not how it used to be. It's like 2 weeks ago. Oh my God. That's like a whole different story to start. But just to go back and rewind time, I've always had a problem with my hair. And number one thing was that I lost my hair twice. So I'm not telling you, like, lose it, like, I lost it somewhere. No, it literally fell out of my scalp. Like, it just fell, like I was bald. You know what I mean? And twice in my life. And that really affected me. And it affected me to the point that I said, who would love me? Like, who would actually give themselves up for me, for a person like me? So I deal with a lot with PCOS. So I hope I'm not alone in this. I know there's a lot of girls out there that suffer with this, and man, like, shit's real. Like, I have an uncontrollable weight gain. I have hair where it shouldn't be grown, hair that falls out where it should be. I used to have uncontrollable acne. Name it, I had it. Fibroids, I had them. It just was it was a downward spiral. But when I realized that what made me happy, and a lot of people say, oh, food. But I mean, this goes more. This goes more. You have these hands, and I think everybody that is watching this video, if you don't, I know you have a mouth. And if you don't have that, I know you got feet. And if you don't have that, I know you have eyes, you have ears. What makes you happy? Is it music? Is it art? Is it something like even right now, talking makes me happy. Okay, so this is the reason why I started this vlog. So even if nobody watches it, I know that this made me happy. So that's the second thing I ask you guys to do. First is know that you are loved. Second, happiness. Your happiness should be the first and ultimate goal to reach in this life. If you're not happy of how you look like, then do something. Like, especially in this day and age, if you need eyelashes, go get them. If you need new hair, go buy it. If you need, this is such, how you say it, we live in such a world that's so demanding that we can get it in the fingertips. Maybe I'm not, I just said at the beginning that I don't know how to buy things online, but I believe all y'all know how to do it. Maybe you're a step ahead of me. Why not? But I don't have the money to buy what I need to buy to make me happy. But then, and it sounds rude, and I don't want you to feel confronted in this way whatsoever. There's education. There's apprenticeships. There's, I don't know, if you're like the best, there's scholarships. If not, get yourself a mentor. It sounds crazy, and you're just like, who the heck is a mentor? A mentor is somebody that is willing to give all that they have to the person that wants it. Find yourself a teacher, a person that says, I'll be there for you. Every Friday at 6 o'clock, I need you here. I need to teach you this. Do it. If that makes you happy, do it. I don't understand. I don't feel like sitting in one place and saying, what's going to happen next? I don't know. I can't. There are solutions, and that's number 3. If you can't love yourself because there is no happiness, then find yourself a solution. There is a solution for every ounce of problem. If I stick to you talking about conflicts, we'll never get out of it because there's conflicts everywhere. But I need you to look at the solution. Now, if you need to get yourself a book and a paper, start writing it down, all the conflicts that you have. Now find solutions to each one of them. Don't concentrate. Don't be worried on the conflict, because guess what? You'll remain there. This mind is first before your feet walk. Every single day you envision yourself in your goal, in the opportunities that you need, and the doors that need to be open. And it sounds funny because, people talk about it as like, what's it called? The law of attraction. Use whatever given thing necessary to make your life here gold. Like it's the gold. You need this to work. This is not about giving up. Because many people say, I give up. Sure, people go through depression. And I could totally relate because I've been there. I was in depression for so long, and I kept saying, it's not good enough. I'm not good enough. Working 60 hours a week, 80 hours a week is not good enough. I need to pay my bills. I need to, but then when I realized, am I the one that causes my own stress? Am I giving myself a self-destruction? Anyways, those are the 3 that I could tell you right now. Work on these 3. When you work on these 3, and there's just 3 steps, I believe, trust me, your world, your area, your atmosphere will change. So anyways, that was all that I have for today. If there's any questions, anything that I can help you with, anything that you want to talk to with somebody that perhaps maybe you feel like we can understand each other in some way, write down below. If not, I could give you guys my personal email, link me up on Instagram, whatever it is. But I want you to understand that you're not alone and you are loved. Believe it, you are loved. So anything you can always hit me up, all right? So you guys have a good night.